the harder it is to be live with you guys. Life's been busy, life has been crazy, but I will always find a way to be here because I know this moment is a great moment to share with you guys, to talk with you, to interact with you live, and make sure you get the most of it. Lindy, Wilson, yeah, hello everybody. Hello, you guys coming in. Yeah, let's participate. Let's improve, yeah, how you communicate in English because sure, today the topic is about people who freeze. Yeah, a lot of people they know English and the question is, come on, you know English, even if it's a little bit, even if it's the very basic, you know some English. It could be a little basic, it could be super advanced. A lot of people know English, but they freeze. So the question is, why do you freeze? And sure, have you understood? Yeah, my question here for you is, have you understood exactly what someone said to you in English once and then they asked you a question, yeah, they get back to you with a question and suddenly all the English you've had disappears? You knew the vocabulary, you knew the grammar, but your brain just went blank. Yeah, if that happens to you, stay here because today I want to show you why that happens and more importantly, how you can start fixing it. This live session is about making sure how you fix the problem of your mind just going blank. You can tell me in the comments. Yeah, we are just starting. Yeah, people warming up. People are starting to feel like, oh, okay, let me join. But what's harder for you if you can answer the question in the comments? Is it understanding English or answering quickly? What is the biggest problem for you? Let me write this down as a question. We have no hurry here today. We can slow down here today. So, what is harder for you? Is it understanding English or is it answering quickly? No rush. We can go slowly. Yeah, sharing some ideas. Feel free to comment. Tyler, Charles Oliveira. Yes, kind of. You can, Tyler, please invite Charles Oliveira to this live because I'm sure I can add up a lot for Charles Oliveira. Yeah, we can fight together for sure, but in different ways. Charles fights UFC, and I fight with you your fear of speaking English with other people. I help people fight with this communication of others in English. So please share that with Charles. Then perhaps he can teach me some UFC fighting, and I can teach him English. Why not? Yeah, we can help each other. I'm not sure if Charles can speak English. Can Charles Oliveira speak English? You should invite him for this live. That would be amazing. Yeah. A lot of people do say we look alike. I believe this might be destiny. Yeah, this might be fate. And one day, Charles Oliveira and I will meet. Yeah. Now, make sure you guys coming right now. Make sure you like the live. Yeah, thanks for the like. I see a lot of likes here. Yeah, so make sure you like the live. Make sure you share this live with someone who needs to hear this and who wants to stop freezing in English. I need you guys here. So please, the more you like, the more you participate, the more you interact with me, the more I can stay here and the more I can answer your questions and the more we can interact. Yeah. I do have a question here. Where is it? Thanks for the live. Thanks for the support and make sure again you share. Tyler, where is it from? Where's you from? Mate, I'm from, well, I was born in Brazil. So, yes, Brazil, the kind of tropical slash subtropical Brazil. Um, and I have lived in different countries. Yeah, I've lived in Canada. I have lived in, I've been to Europe for some time. Yeah, I've been to the United States and some other countries in places, yeah, in South America as well. And I have also lived in Australia. Yeah, so I have been to Australia. So g'day, mate. I going? Yeah, straight from Australia, mate. So yes, Kalebi Henrik. Kalebi. Nice. I think my pronunciation here was nice. Kalebi is coming with us saying, Hola, friend. So from this answer, Kalebi, I can definitely tell that you are bilingual. You speak two languages, and that's amazing. Yeah, because hola is Spanish and friend is English. So this guy is another level for sure because Kalebi speaks both English and Spanish. We should never take these people for granted. Very good. Congratulations, mate. Tyler, Tyler. Um, You are so interested in me speaking Portuguese. What languages do you speak, Tyler? Yes, I can speak English. I can speak French. Yeah, je parle un peu français parce que j'ai étudié français, yeah, for some time in my life. And yeah, I can speak some words in other languages as well, like sheshe, washiwala, yeah, ni hao ma, or kif halik, alhamdulillah. Yeah, we speak some different languages. Yeah, but that's not the point. Yeah, the point is English and confidence in communication. For sure, English. Yeah. But can you speak Portuguese? Yeah, sure. I speak Portuguese. What languages do you speak? What languages can you speak? What is up? What is up? What is up? Make sure you share this live again because I am bringing some fire content here. Tyler, you can speak Portuguese and English. From the way you said it, you speak Portuguese first language. For me, it's English. Mostly English, sometimes Portuguese, maybe. Not here though. Yeah. But sure, you are Brazilian. Tyler is Brazilian. Tyler, I am Brazilian. All right. Cool. Cass, can you speak Spanish? Cass asks. Yo puedo hablar un poquito español, pero mi español se fraco. I don't know if that's the word, is it? See, I can talk a little bit for sure. Cass. Yeah. Very good. And by the way, one of the biggest mistakes that English learners make is thinking, oh my God, I need more vocabulary. I need more grammar. I need to study more. But from this example here, answering questions for you, you can clearly see that I don't need a lot from a language. Yeah, I don't need a lot from a language. Um, to be able to communicate, especially communicate with confidence. For instance, here, Mayo Amarga, half bittersweet. Nice, bittersweet. Why asking? Why can't you speak Portuguese? Why can't I speak Portuguese? It's not that I can't. I can. Yeah, I have the skills. I have the ability. I can speak. I can speak Portuguese. It's just that in my house, my household, yeah, my upbringing, for me, English has always been more important. So I've mostly spoken English in my home. Yeah, I speak English with my family. Yeah, so for me, English is part of my life. I've always loved more English than any other language. That's why I lived in other countries and I have experienced speaking English. Yeah, for the most part of my life, let's say that. So yes, not that I can't speak Portuguese, I can, but that's not the point, is it? I'm here to help people speak I'm here to help people speak English, learn English, or improve whatever English they already have, and be able to use the English they have with confidence and with the right direction, with the right feedback. That's what I'm here for. And if that's you, if you want to improve your English like that, having or not having any skills in English, I am the right guy for sure because I truly help people confidently share their the messages that they want to share in English without any trouble. Let me hear. I want to hear your Portuguese accent. What do you mean, my Portuguese accent? Well, it's a funny thing, Tyler. I have some, not all of them, no, but I have some Brazilian students, and the Brazilian accent. Usually, they say like, um, "I like to speak Portuguese, but I prefer to speak English because yeah." So this is how most Brazilian. This is like the Portuguese accent. Yeah, when it comes to Brazilians, not all Brazilians, of course. A lot of Brazilians they have pretty good accent. Yeah, but I mean, that's not a problem at all. Yeah, and it's I'm not making fun of that, of course not, because what I teach here is flow, confidence in communication, regardless of your accent. It's not about the accent, but it's about delivering the message, conveying the message. People want to understand what you have to tell them, what you have to say to them. People don't, most people don't care about your accent. They care about what you have to say to them, what kind of message that you can share with them. So they, uh, well, things that they can learn from you, yeah, not about how different your accent is. That is definitely not the point. Mayo amarga. But, and now, I don't understand the question. If you can ask the question in a better way, I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest. There's competition. People talk about Charles Oliveira here, and it's amazing. Yeah, Charles Oliveira is the UFC fighter, and yeah, people are fighting in the comments, but very good because that's very good because it's I love uh, of course I love people who love me, so I love people back. Yeah, I love to share positive energy, good vibes with everybody. I help a lot of people, and this for me is enough evidence. I've been doing this for many years. I've been helping a lot of people improve their English. And honestly, I have learned in all this time that I should also love the haters because the haters, the people who comment unnecessary comments, let's say that, they are spending their time here with me. And that's amazing because they give me audience, they comment, they share stuff here, and this attracts more people who really need what I'm talking to you about. So it's a way of bringing more audience for me, bringing more public for me. So I'm definitely happy with your comment. Be your comment good or bad. Yeah, because even the bad comments, they are a lesson. They are a lesson for me, a lesson of patience and respect, and they are a lesson for a lot of the people who are my public, and a message to yourself. You writing, you sending this type of comment, yeah, unfortunate comment, because that helps you perhaps one day think about the kind of comment because I was talking to some people some of these days and the topic was if you don't like some content, if you don't like the way someone is talking about something, just don't follow that person. You don't need to be there. Just Just go follow the people whom you like. Yeah, don't need to be here. Well, and sometimes people, yep, don't need more vocabulary, don't need more grammar. Yeah, people people don't need more grammar. People need to study more. Yeah, sometimes you already have enough English. The problem is access. Yeah, you know the English, but you can't access it quickly when somebody's waiting for your answer. Yeah. Um, Imagine I ask you, what did you do yesterday? If I ask, what did you do yesterday? Yeah. Let me go here. Mm, yeah. It's a simple question. If I ask, what did you do yesterday? Hi, Bia. Hello, Bia. How's it going? What's up? What's up? I was watching The Annoying Orange one of these days and what's up? Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Pineapple. You're pretty good. Bia is pretty good. Yes, thanks. Thank you for asking, Bia. Haha. Thanks for liking. And what did you do yesterday? Simple question, but some people immediately start to freeze. You're welcome. Yes. And yesterday, how could I say I went, there's like breaking ups. It's like the connection is failing. Now, the problem is that a lot of people are translating and even correcting themselves and judging themselves. Yeah, judging their English at the same time. It's a big problem that people have this um, self judgment, and that's exhausting. That stops people, yeah, that prevents people from progressing. And you shouldn't feel like that. Let me move this thing here. Yeah. So people shouldn't feel like that. Yeah, it is not about that, but it's about how you can communicate confidently regardless. Yeah. So for example, let's test something here right now. I'm going to ask you a question. You don't create the perfect sentence. You don't create the perfect answer. You um, you basically respond in 3 seconds. For example, in your head, you can answer out loud. Yeah, maybe in your head or maybe just speaking. You don't need to interact to hear exactly. Yeah, but question is, what did you have for breakfast today? What did you have for breakfast today? Answer now in front of the live here. For example, talk to the phone. Yeah, to the phone, to the computer. I had bread for breakfast today. I had coffee with milk for breakfast today. I had hot chocolate for breakfast today. Yeah. So I had is about what you had for breakfast. Go. What did you have for breakfast today? I had coffee. I had milk. I had ham. I had cheese. I had fruit for breakfast. I had bread. See? Bia. And it's very important to think with the blocks. So the sentence, Bia had bread with cheese for breakfast. So Bia, you could say, I had bread with cheese for breakfast. Yeah, that's a complete sentence, and that helps you be more confident because you not only do you have vocabulary, but you also have structure in your head to be able to speak and deliver the full idea. Yeah, and that's what I say about like not needing more vocabulary, but having the right vocabulary, the right structure, yeah, the right way of saying things to stop freezing. Yeah. Another question. What are you doing after this live? What are you doing after this live? Yeah. That's another interesting question you can answer. Bia, I had bread with cheese. Sure. That really depends. Yeah. What's the difference? You had bread with cheese. So the cheese is with the bread, probably in the middle of two buns. Yeah, and you have the cheese with the bread. Or if you say, I had bread and cheese, it's because you had bread and separately you had cheese. Yeah, bread and cheese, bread with cheese. Sure, perfect. I had bread with cheese. That's the spirit. Yep. Hello, Glamora. Glamora is Indica. Glamora is what's the name of that girl from the Disney cartoon? Hello, are you an English teacher? Yes, exactly, Glamora. I am an English teacher. I am and I have been an English teacher for more than 14 years. Quite some time, definitely. Mm, so, yeah, what are you doing after this life? And Bia said, just resting. Nice. So, again, for complete block, complete structure, I'm resting. Yeah, I'm resting after this life. Yeah. So we can definitely use the present progressive to share this structure. Saying English, when you want to improve it with English, the best possible way is to give the full structure. You noised. I remember you. You commented in some of my videos. That's cool. Let's see. You noised said, I've watched your videos and I've doing shadowing with your videos, but I forget so many words. You noticed. I have a question for you. Do you actually speak English with someone? Do you have English practice every day or almost every day? But I mean, practice that you can speak with people. Because if you don't, I can answer. I can read about your answer after. But if you don't, the problem might be just there. Yeah, because watching videos is very good. Yes, shadowing my videos is very good too because it really helps you with your pronunciation, with your intonation, with how you transmit your message. Yeah, the flow. Yeah, the way you sound, the way you pronounce the words, enunciate the words. However, yeah, it is a big problem not being part of a community or not having someone who will give you the right feedback, the right direction, and kind of force you or help you, encourage you to practice English every day. If you have no encouragement to speak English every day, yeah, that's even with a voice message, even with a written message, being part of a community, yeah, it is harder to remember the words because you are seeing sometimes, yeah, it's not my case, but random content that you don't actually practice. You don't practice on a daily basis. And this is what I help as an English teacher. Yeah, with my programs, with my communities, this is what I help people with. So if it's possible for you, if it's something that you are interested, please send me a message. Yeah, in the private here, in the private messaging here on TikTok. Yeah, and I can definitely help you with this, and I can show you the programs I have and how I can help you with that for sure. Thanks for the like. Thanks for reposting. People are sharing here. They are liking. They are reposting. Yeah, they are sharing with other people. That's amazing. That really helps me stay here and share more and more content for you and help you more and more as much as I can. Let me see here. We got more. Bia. Oh, okay. Yes, Bia got the idea. Thank you. Very good. Road to Glory. Charles the Bronx from Washington, baby. Yes, it's time. Let's go learn some English. Bia, how long have you been speaking English? Perfect structure, perfect question, and capital letter. Very good. How long have I been speaking English? Wow, long time. For sure, more than 20 years. Easy. Much more than 20 years I have been speaking English. I just as a teacher, I've been a teacher for almost 15 years, only as a teacher. And I've had businesses, spoken English with all types of people that you can imagine. I've been teacher with students of different nationalities. Yeah, a lot of people say here from Brazil, but I've been a teacher for people from Brazil, from Saudi Arabia, from Africa, from French, Italy, sorry, France, Italy, Austria, Germany, Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile, Argentina, Mexico. People who live in the United States but don't speak English, of course. Some people speak English actually. They live in the United States, they speak English, but they need to improve somehow. So I've also helped these people. Yeah, people from a lot of nationalities. I've started with some people from Asia as well, but the time zone is really crazy and it's not so simple. But yes, Russia, Thailand. So yes, I do have a long years of background teaching English. I'm certified by Cambridge English. I've studied leadership and management in Australia. I do have a curriculum, let's say that I am a background, traveling to different countries and learning more about how I can deliver the right English program for people. I don't teach English classes. I teach English communication. I help people improve communication. Yeah, not necessarily just like a regular English class. Because regular English classes for probably 90 something percent of people don't work. A lot of people go to English courses, they go to English schools, and they don't learn. They study 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. They just waste their money and they don't learn. So I don't teach traditional English. Yeah, moments with me are called sessions where we have specific sessions and labs for confidence in communication regardless of your level. It's about improving how you communicate in English, not have a better grammar in English or something like that, which is something that does happen but in a totally different way. Yeah, so yeah, I have been speaking English for definitely more than 20 years. Yeah, almost my whole life. Almost. Not my whole life, but almost. Yeah. I'm just 18 years old. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kidding. And um Glamora. Yeah, as I was saying here before, Glamora, maybe you were not here at the point, but Glamora asking me, where are you from? I was born in Brazil, Glamora. Bia, I'm resting after this life. I don't know, Bia. Are you resting after this life? I'm joking. Don't That's another thing I say and I teach in my sessions, Bia. You don't need to ask this as a question. You don't need to show insecurity. Yeah, you can show confidence and just write it. If it's right, perfect. If it's not right, it's good. As long as people understand your message. And of course, little by little, we share feedback. I understand that you want to know if it's correct or not. We don't need to know if it's correct or not all the time. But Bia, answering your question, I'm resting after this live, period. Correct. Perfect. I'm resting after this live. Exactly. Very good. You and Noist. I don't. Sometimes I use ChatGPT, but it's so boring. Yeah, it's boring. Um, yeah, definitely. Of course, ChatGPT helps. Everything that you do helps. Yeah, even studying some apps out there helps. I have an app myself that I have developed that people can access lessons that I have developed to help people speak. It's about speaking. Yeah, it's not about excuse me, it's about speaking. It's not about the grammar, vocabulary, translation. No, it's a different type of app. But I have these apps that I have developed that people use, but especially people who are in my program, they use this app that I have. Now, you don't. That's why you were noised. You forget the words, mate. Come on. You have to be part of a program. You have to be part of a community. Let me try to help you. Let me try to show you to give you this. Come on, like let me give you an opportunity to be part of my community. Let me see if it actually fits you, and you being part of my community, you will stop forgetting the words for sure. Yeah, for me, connecting the past, present, and future is difficult. For you and for millions of people, Bia, it's difficult to connect to the past, present, and future. But again, it's all about consistency. It's all about practice. You have to train and you have to be conscious, receiving the right feedback in the right direction to be able to use the past, present, or future. My question here was, yeah, what did I forgot the first question, but what did you do yesterday or something like that? Past. Yeah. I don't remember the answers exactly here, but sure, past. And the second question, what are you doing after this life? It's a way to talk about the future with present continuous. Now, there are other ways to talk about the future with probabilities, with certainties, with plans, with decisions that you take now. We use gonna, yeah, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna take, will, I will do, I will play, I will. Yeah, that's another way. May, might, we can also use to talk about the future as a probability. So yes, there are many ways. It depends on how, what kind of message you want to convey, transmit. So yes, don't worry, it's okay. Yeah, this difficulty you have, but just be consistent and make sure that you keep practicing. You will get the solution to that. Having the right direction, being with us. I can help you. No worries. Yeah, get in touch with me. I can share how I can help you. Thanks for sharing. I can see that people are sharing and liking this live. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for liking. That's definitely very helpful to me and to people who are coming to this live and also learning from this content. Saint Heartmay. Yes, cheers. Thank you. And let me see. Uenoist. I'm from Angola. You know Uenoist? I do talk to some people from Angola sometimes. Yesterday, I was talking to a person from Angola, yeah, and we were talking about perhaps having the opportunity to be part in my program, yeah, to take part in my program and develop their English. Yeah. So yes, I've had students from Africa. Yeah, from um, I've talked to some people from Angola, Congo, Ivory Coast. Yeah, that's some other people with whom je parle un peu français. Yeah, avec um, and some other places in Africa as well. So the yeah, some people of the African continent have already been in touch with me. Yes, so it's definitely possible for everyone. You just need to really want that. Yeah, Bia, that's amazing. Angelica Bolden. I am from Brazil. Where's this last name from Angelica? Bolden is not from Brazil, is it? That's cool. That's interesting. And Angelica, thank you for following. Bia, excellent. You are right. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for following me, Angelica. Let me see. Let me try to answer all the comments and the questions here. Let me try. In my opinion, I translated. In my opinion, follows me. Thanks. Thank you. Kian. Hi. Hi, Kian. Bia ha ha ha. So difficult, but I try. Please. Don't just try it. Do it. Yeah. And yeah, don't need to be insecure. Just do it. If people don't understand you, what is the solution? Don't translate. Use image, use picture, use association, mimics, yeah, gestures. Try to make yourself understood without translating. This is the hard part that becomes really easy after you learn the right way to do this. Glamora follows me. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers, mate. Welcome, welcome. And another question for you guys to participate. If you could travel anywhere next month, where would you go? If you could travel anywhere next month, where would you go? Give me structure. Excuse me. Give me structure. Give me a little bit of block. I'll help you this time. If I could travel, if I could travel anywhere next month, I'd go to Pin. Rafa, what's up? Here. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, question. If you could travel anywhere next month, where would you go? I give you the structure. Yeah. If I could travel anywhere next month, I'd go to complete. Say it. You don't need to write if you don't want to. You can. It's nice that you interact or just say it. If I could travel anywhere next month, I'd go to the beach. If I could travel anywhere next month, I would go to the countryside. If I could travel anywhere next month, I would go to the United States. If I could travel anywhere next month, I would go to China. If I could travel anywhere next month, I'd go to Africa. Yeah, just practice, just go. See, you were noised. I would go to South Africa. Amazing. Now, the most important part here is feedback. Perfect structure. I love the structure. You were noised. Very good. Now, the most important part after one question is the follow up question. Why South Africa, you were noised? Why South Africa? Why would you? Bia, I would go to Korea. Perfect structure. That's it. Yeah. And why Korea? My follow up question to you. Why South Africa, you noised? Why Korea, Bia? Wow, that rhymes. Why Korea, Bia? Nice. I like it. Sounds good. It's like the video on the internet about Ed. I don't know if you guys watched it. Hey, who edited it? Ed edited it. Ed did? Ed edited it? It rhymes. I would go to Korea, Bia. Why? Bia would definitely keep the job. Yes, because she would go to Korea. Very nice. Now, while we receive the answers, notice something. Were you trying to communicate, or were you trying to create a perfect English sentence? Always think about this. What do I want? Do I want to try to communicate and deliver my message, or do I want to send the perfect English sentence? What's more important, the perfect English sentence or the message, the communication? Think about this. Yeah, this is something extremely important to consider. Adriano, the soccer player. Bia, because I like Korean foods and culture. Very nice. Yes. I watch some videos, Bia, of some Koreans, yeah, eating Korean food, those types of chicken and sauce and some types of kind of spaghetti, eggs. Yeah, I think they love eggs as well. And they eat those things like very fast. That's very crazy. Yeah. Um, I don't know if I have courage to do that, but that's really cool. Good afternoon, my dear friend. Good afternoon, my dear friend Adriano. Yes, nice. Welcome here. And we are together helping people communicate better in English and focus on communication, not just regular traditional English. Thank you. Thank you for the like. I love the fact that you like this content, that you are sharing this with other people. And Maria follows me. Thanks for following. This is extremely important for sure. Thank you. Thank you for the support. You noticed because, so South Africa, yeah, because they speak English and definitely beautiful English. It's like some British English. Right. They speak like Harry Potter. Yeah. It's really nice because they speak English, and my best friend is from South Africa and is very next to Angola. Very good, you Noist. Very good. Definitely beautiful accent. And I see a lot of hearts going up here. I'm very happy with your support. Engineero, I've spoken with you before. Every time I'm going to translate you, okay? Every time I see you live, I will support you, young man. Thank you, Engineero. Cheers. Peace. I appreciate your support. Yeah. Thanks for the like. Every time, bro. Oh, I got a rose, Donatello. Ah, Donatello, UK, United Kingdom. Of course. Yeah. Thanks for the roses. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Yes, David, Donatello, David. Yeah, nice. And here here is something that I want you guys to practice. You gotta answer first and improve second. Yes, my dear. Yes. Donatello. Donatello, the what is it? The Ninja Turtle. Yeah, it's a Ninja Turtle. And Miri Lobo Branco follows me. Cheers. What's up, wife? Wife, wolf, white wolf. Very nice. Engineero, where's the pitch? Where's the link? What do you mean the pitch? What do you mean the link? Thanks for liking it. Well, if you want a pitch, sure, I can help you speak English more confidently. I can give you the right direction. Just send me a message here in the private one. I'm here just sharing content with you and interacting with you guys who are interested in hearing more and practicing more. Yeah. Thanks for the like. And here. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, if you want to improve your English, see, you started speaking Portuguese. Right now, like not even 5 minutes later, you are speaking English. Where's the pitch? Where's the link? So it's contagious. Yeah, I am encouraging you to improve your English. Yeah, and a lot of people are giving me lots of hearts, 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 love, 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 love. That's pretty good. So again, something for you to practice. Answer first, improve second. You can't improve if you are not answering. You can't improve if you are not practicing. You can't improve if you are not speaking. You need to speak, you need to practice, you need to answer people, interact, and you will definitely improve. Well, Bia, well, I gotta go now. Enjoy your broadcast. Thank you, Bia. I appreciate you being here. See ya. See you. Peace. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support. Hope to see you back here. And for example, someone asks, um, what did you do this weekend? You don't need to. Well, considering the activities that I participated in during my weekend, I might just say I stayed home. I played games. I went to the park. I swam at the beach. Yeah. Just give me a short sentence. And then, just then, maybe you continue. But the most important thing is answer first and then you improve. What did you do? Again, what did you do last weekend? I stayed home. I watched a movie. I spent some time with my family. That's a good way to communicate. Yeah. You start with a small sentence, not a long idea, and then you develop and then you share the other small ideas. It's much better, much clearer, yeah, than just trying to make your life complicated. You don't need to make your life complicated. Now, here's a challenge that I usually give my students. Yeah. When somebody asks you an easy question, try to start your answer with about 3 seconds. Don't take longer than 3 seconds to answer the question, not to finish, to start it. You have 3 seconds to start answering. So if I ask a question, what's your name? My name is Alan. Don't let 3 seconds pass. Answer before the 3 seconds. Where are you from? I am from, and you answer the question. Yeah. Don't delay this process. Yeah, answer it quickly. Engineer, yay, reposted. Thank you so much for reposting, for sharing. And that reminds me that please, if you are here watching this live and if the content is really important, is really helping you somehow, like and share, repost. Peace, MVP video games, Anderson. Very good. And again, it's about starting, not finishing. So you have 3 seconds. It's a good challenge that I share with my students. You can do it with yourself. You ask yourself some questions and you give yourself 3 seconds to answer this question. Yeah. Because the longer you wait, the more your brain starts translating and overthinking. How can I say what is that thing again? I can't remember. This is horrible. It's a horrible feeling. Yeah, it's not about overthinking. It's not about translation. It's about talking. The rest, yet the continuation, the improvement will definitely come, but you need to start. Yeah. Um, Psychologist for the brain. And let me give you some starters here. Okay, Alan, I understand. I have to start. But how do I start? Get a piece of paper, get a sheet of paper. Sorry. Get a sheet of paper, get some, get a pen, a pencil, whatever. Take notes. How to start. I think it's a start. I think another one. For me, usually yesterday. So what did you do yesterday? Yesterday, I, yeah. Another one, write it down. Honestly, Yeah. Do you like salad? Honestly, I prefer junk food, but I eat some salad sometimes. It's not true. I prefer the healthy food. I prefer the light one. And another one, pretty good to start a sentence. Write down. It depends. It depends. Yeah. It depends on. Yeah. It's another way. It's another expression you could use. Yeah. These little expressions, they buy your brain time while you are already communicating. Yeah. It's about buying time when you start with something. Let me see here. People are talking to me. Let me see. You were noised. Last week I went to cinema, watched the Odyssey. Ah, the Odyssey movie, and I really like it. I haven't watched it, but I talked with a student of mine who said watched it, and I actually haven't seen it yet. Very cool. You really liked it. You were noised in very simple terms. Yeah, if you can use even one of the expressions I shared here. What what is the main message of the biggest impact that you received? What did you most like about this movie? Yeah, what is the best part of the movie or the best message that you learned from this movie? Please share with us. I'm curious. I want to know. The White Wolf. Hello, good afternoon. I'm going to translate you, okay? Lobo Branca, White Wolf. Good afternoon. I'd like to learn English conversation. Yeah. Of course. I can definitely help you. This is what I do for a living. This is what I've been doing for a living my whole life. And this is the pitch people are asking about. So if you want the same as White Wolf here, yeah, it's not for everyone. It's just for people who are really serious about improving their conversation skills, their communication skills. If you are really serious about that, Lobo Branco, White Wolf, and anybody else who is here, send me a private message and I can show you how I can help you. There's also a link in my bio that takes you to my WhatsApp. So if you are here, I'm telling that only to you. When you fill out the form, you receive a link to my WhatsApp. You can get in touch with me on WhatsApp, and I can tell you how you could be part of a community, my program, not a course, BS. Yeah, not a course. No, my program that I can help you communicate better and I can help you improve your conversation, yeah, your communication skills. So, Lobo Branco, White Wolf, if you are really serious about that, get in touch with me and I'm serious. I can help you. People are shocked with what they see when they see and go like, wow, man, that's real stuff because it is. Yeah, I know that. Mauricio Sonata follows me. Thanks, Mauricio. Thanks for the follow. I hope you share. I hope you like, and I hope you learn a lot from the content I have to share here. I've shared some gold expressions here. I hope you guys have taken notes of these expressions. Muna Suiza. Halla verbitten kreditan be interesse konen si mira gerne eine private nashkrishkanashirme. Holy crap. I think I'm almost certain that this is German. I've had some students from Germany. I hope you are not one of my students from Germany. Maybe not. Okay. But yeah, I've had some students from Germany. I don't know if you are saying that I have interest in teaching private English to you or you sharing some other language to me or something like that. But if you are interested, we get a message in the private. We talk better about this because I have the methodology and I have the skills to teach English to whatever language for people with any country possible. Yeah. I've had that. I've done that a lot of times in my career, and I know it is totally possible. So let's do it. Let's talk. Müda verbitten Kredit an. Hallo. Very nice. Share the live. White Wolf. Hey, Douglas. Hey, Charles. I'm your fan. Yeah, man. Charles and I, people should start bringing him to me because a lot of people are saying this. It's fate, it's destiny. And this call Charles here. Charles teaches me some UFC and I'll teach him some English. I have a similar profession, Douglas, than Charles. Yeah, Charles the Bronx. Yeah, because Charles fights UFC. Oops. Charles fights UFC. I fight English fear. Yeah. So if you have the fear, if you are scared about speaking English with other people, if you are scared of starting to learn English because your English is too basic and you don't think you'll ever be able to learn, if you have English, if you have a super advanced English, you know a lot of words and you freeze, or you don't freeze, but you would love to learn different ways that you can communicate with more confidence, with more influence, with more presence, with better deliver better presentations, be more confident in meetings, be clear in meetings without having fear of sharing your message, yeah, and being able to talk about real life communication, everyday conversation with other people. Whatever the level that is your level, there's always the next level. Are you gonna stagnate and stay on the same level? Or are you taking your English, your communication, your confidence to the next level? You tell me. Yeah, I can't tell that for you. I can't make that decision for you. You are the only person who can make that decision. And that's what Charles would do with UFC. So thanks. I think that is a compliment, actually. H. Douglas 10. Soccer player? Okay, thanks, Lobo Branco. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Let me check. Let me check. Okay, cool. Well, let's practice a little bit together again. The same exercise, the same practice. I'll ask the questions. You answer out loud or write your answer in the comments here. Okay. So you have two options: speak, blah 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 blah, with your phone. I'm not going to hear, of course, but you can speak. That's nice. It's practice. Or write the answer in the comments here. One question at a time. Okay. So the first question I have for you, you can just speak for practice, is Amina. Amina, thanks for the like. Thanks for the support. I appreciate. And first question I have for you is, what do you normally do on Sundays? Again, what do you normally do on Sundays? Now, a good answer that you can speak to yourself or write is, on Sundays, I normally, and say something. Let me give you some examples. On Sundays, I normally go to the park. On Sundays, I normally go to the beach. On Sundays, I normally run at the beach. On Sundays, I like to travel. On Sundays, I rest, relax. Yeah. So there are many ways you can do it, but start the same. Make it simple. On Sundays, I normally. So, what do you normally do on Sundays? Lobo Branco, I understand more or less. Listen, more or less, but I can't initiate a conversation. Yes. Share the live. Thank you, Lobo. Thanks for the like, mate. Here, let me give you this. Let me take that in my hand. On Sundays, I normally. So, what do you guys do on Sundays? On Sundays, I normally play sports. On Sundays, I normally exercise. On Sundays, I normally blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. But practice, speak, write. Don't be afraid, Mr. White Wolf. Yeah, just practice, mate. Just practice. Just go. Perfect. Glamora. There you go. On Sundays, I normally study English. Excellent. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. And after you write, make sure you speak, okay? So say, on Sundays, I normally study English. Good practice. That's what I need. I need people who are serious about improving. Write, speak, practice, listen. Yeah, do it. Action. The only thing is that is helping you improve is action. Yeah. So take action. Another question I have for you. What's something you want to improve this year? What is something you want to improve this year? What's something that you want to progress this year? Go up the ladder this year, climb up the ladder. Yeah. Let me give you another structure. Let me help you comment. This year, I want to improve. Improve is like progressing, okay? Excuse me. So, this year, I want to improve. Complete. What do you want to improve this year? What is something you want to improve this year? This year, I want to improve my English. This year, I want to improve how I communicate with people. This year, I want to improve my grammar. This year, I want to improve, yeah, um, my driving skills. This year, I want to improve my skills playing video game. This year, I want to improve the way I play soccer. Yeah. Glamora. This year, I want to improve English spoken. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. And how do you do it? How do you improve the English that you speak? How do you improve the spoken English? You speak. So make sure you speak more. And even if you write, after you write, you read. Yeah, you speak aloud. Use your voice. Thanks for the like. I'm receiving a lot of likes, a lot of hearts here, a lot of shares. Yeah, reposts. But the likes, yeah, mainly, yeah, the likes also really help a lot. So thank you very much for the likes. I appreciate. Thank you. And this year, I want to improve English spoken. That's it. Yeah. Read, say it. Yeah. I have another question. Interesting. Would you rather work from home or from an office? Would you rather work from home or from an office? Why? Why from home? Why from an office? Oops. Did I disconnect? No. Okay. I I'd rather Ramses said I'd rather not work at all. Oh my god, I like the answer. But there is a big problem with your answer, Ramses. What is the problem with not working? Not working will not produce anything to your life and will not produce anything to other people's lives, which could definitely cause a lot of trouble to a country's economy, yeah, a country's politics, taxes. Yeah, the way people pay taxes and everything, and that could definitely be very negative for the society in general. Imagine if nobody worked, paid their taxes, or had to do their things, of course, the right way, the clean way, whatever. But man, if you think that not working is the solution, that's trouble. Yeah, because unfortunately, yeah, if people don't have this conscience that they need to work because work is what produces better people, better education, yeah, better connections, we'll just fall behind. Yeah, that's not cool, mate. So yeah, maybe Ramses, the solution for you is find something you like to do, find something you love doing, and transform this into a job for you. Don't just think about not working. Think about something that you could do that will make you happy about doing that thing and motivated to show up to work every day. Yeah. You find it. I'm sure, mate. I'm sure. Just talk to the right people. Just connect with different people in your life, and you will be able to find someone. Now, I think I have seen this flag before, mate, but Ramses, where's this flag from? What country is it? Lobo Branco. Let me see. This year, I want to improve English work. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Practicing, taking action. Yeah, English for work, perhaps. I believe that's what you meant. Yes. And what kind of work do you do, by the way, Lobo Branco? What is your job? What is your work? What's your profession? What do you do? Glamora, unfortunately, I have nobody to talk to me. Yeah, you have me. I'm here now. Talk to me. And I come back to lives every now and then. I'm here. I don't have a lot of time to be here. A lot of times I wish I did, but I don't. But every time I'm here, you can come back and talk to me here. Or come on, I have communities in all types of budget that you can join my communities, my programs, and you will have people with whom you can speak English every day. Yeah, I tell this to people all the time. I have communities, I have programs that people can get involved and be able to speak English every day. Yeah, I have a business. It's a legal business. I pay my taxes. I was talking about jobs, and this is how I connect to people, and people improve their English with the right method, of course, with the right methodology, with the right direction, with the right feedback, with the right guidance. Yeah, so yes, you have someone to whom you can speak. Don't you worry. Don't worry about a thing because every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, is smiling with the rising sun. Three little birds. Here, let me see the other. Hola, Wellington. Hola, ¿cómo estás? You noticed the movie. Oh yeah, Odyssey, the movie. Yeah, the movie was pretty good at all. By the way, at all is mostly for negative at all. Yeah, it wasn't good at all. Yeah, the movie was pretty good, and I love to see Zendaya at the movie. Zendaya. I'm sorry, but is that an actor or an actress? I'm not sure who Zendaya is. I'll check after. Let me check. Oh, I can't check now. But yeah, who is Zendaya? Ramses. I know, bud. Just gave you an answer. Nice. It's all right, mate. I like to interact with people. My Ramses, my flag isn't about a country. You figure it out. Wow. So, people who are in this live, please help me figure it out. Because if it's not about a country, what is it then? And I'm gonna find out. Don't you worry. If you stay, honestly, if you stay until the end of this life, if you stay until the end of this life, I will give you what that flag means. All right? You are saying it's not about a country. I'm gonna figure it out. But let me finish my ideas here. Where are you from? Your accent's quite strong. Yeah, mate. Again, I've lived in different countries, and I think I've kind of adapted a little bit to each country. Yeah, I've been to, I've lived in Canada, in Europe, and in Australia, and I really like the Australian accent. So instead of saying better or better, I say better, ka, yeah, and all these words, yeah, these words, the way I say, yeah, say, mate, yeah, they are all from Australia, from down under. Yeah, even people like from New Zealand. Some of the words, not all of them, but they are from Australia. Yeah, so it's kind of like a general accent. Yeah, definitely. But it's something that you can figure out. What goes around comes around. So you figure it out. I think I have already mentioned it a few times, yeah. But I know you figure it out before the me because I still want to finish up what I'm sharing here. Ewan she's from Disney. Oh, okay, sure. She's from Disney. Wellington, do you speak Portuguese? Ooh, I can't answer that question. Not right now. And okay, let me move this here. So I asked you the questions. We practiced that a little bit. Now, again, the structure is not about the structure. Yeah, it's about the communication. So just make sure you are able to communicate to deliver your message. You like my live, Ramses? Cheers, mate. Stay to the end, and I'm gonna share with you what that is. Don't worry. I'm almost done. Okay. Now, about confidence, this is something I've seen again and again and again and again. People can study English for years and years and still freeze because they've practiced English like a school subject. They practice exercises, they practice grammar, they practice multiple choice, they prepare dialogues. Yeah, they practice prepared dialogues like, okay, restaurant, I'm the waiter, you are the customer. I work at the check-in counter at the airport, and I am the clerk, and you are the passenger. This is horrible because you study a script and you don't learn anything from that script because people will come later and say, "Oh my God, I don't remember the words. I can't memorize things." Or the guy asked me one question and in the second question, I get totally lost. Of course. Yeah, you are practicing the wrong way, mate. Open your mind. Now, real conversations, why? Why does that happen? Because real conversations are unpredictable. We can't predict real conversations. Yeah, they are unpredictable. Recipes of Emilia. Emilia follows me. Thanks, Emilia, for following me. Hello, teacher. I'm from Brazil. Brazil, zil, 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 zil. Cheers, Emilia. Thanks for following me, for sharing, for liking, for being here and interacting with me. I like interaction a lot. You Noist, I think I know your favorite animal. Ha ha ha. Mm, that's a hard question, but I'm not sure you can get it right. It's not as obvious as you think, you and Oyst. You think it's obvious, but it's not as obvious as you think. And again, real conversation. Lion? Uh, I love lions a lot. Yes. I have lion here, cubs here. Yeah, baby lions, cubs, and I have a lioness there. Yeah, and I do have a lion tattoo in my arm. Yeah, but it's amazing animals, super intelligent, super powerful. Yeah, very focused animals. Yeah, in their objective, very protective. Yeah, of their families. They protect their families. It's amazing. It's a super strong animal. I totally agree. It's amazing. I love them. Yeah, it's a strong competition. I do have things. You know, the animal that there's no other animal I reckon in the planet that could catch this animal and um um that this animal when it's having problems, this animal never goes down. This animal always flies high and goes up, 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 and up. This animal is always about progressing and seeing things from a higher perspective. Always staying at the top. Yeah. Perhaps, yeah, one of my favorites actually. I have other animals that I love very much, but I think the eagle is a strong one. Not a shark, but yes, an eagle. Ramses is right. Yes, it's an ego, definitely. And but I do love like praying mantises, yeah, because of their ruthlessness and their focus. They're super quick, agile animals. I love lots of types of animals actually. Yeah, big fan of animals. Kangaroos, yeah, from Striamite, yeah, down under. Yeah. So sure, yeah, I have a good connection with the nature. I won. Yes, you won, Ramses. You got the animal right. I know it's pretty obvious. Yeah, the lions. I understand that the lions. Yeah, but yes, ego is a pretty strong for me. And Glamora. What is the most difficult to learn? Speak or listen? Glamora. The answer for your question is it depends, which is the expression I shared with you guys before. It depends. Why? Because the most difficult to learn is the one that you practice the least. If you practice a lot of listening, and if you are listening every day to someone speak English, and you are inside that context, or you watch movies in English, no subtitles, series, cartoons, someone in your family speaks English with you and they ask you for things in English, even if you don't understand in the beginning, you start to listen and understand more and more and more and more. However, if you are not speaking while this person, these people, these movies, these series are talking with you, you will improve your listening skills so much that your listening will be amazing. You'll understand pretty much everything that people were talking to you about. However, you are not going to be able yet, you are not going to be able to speak your truth. You're not going to be able to share your message with other people because you haven't practiced your speaking skill. Now, on the other hand, if you speak a lot with other people, you participate in conversations, but it's only in certain situations, and a lot of these people don't reply to you in English, or some of these people reply to you in English but they have simple English, simple vocabulary, simple structure. Your speaking will be amazing. You speak really well, especially when you have some good feedback and direction to have some good spoken language, of course, good levels of spoken language. You will speak really well, but you will not be able to understand as well. Yeah. Uh, I know because I have experienced both situations where people can communicate a lot, But when it comes to listening, they're horrible, and I have to keep practicing and showing them and giving them different skills and different tasks during class and outside class so they improve their listening skills with the right direction again. And there's also on the other side, there are cases where people understand a lot, everything I'm saying, like in this life, but when they need to speak, it's hard for them. So it's really a matter of how much you practice of each thing. So there's no right answer for that. Excuse me. Eduardo Colaco, Brazil. Brazil, salve, Brazil, salve. Humanoist, do you have animals in your home? Humanoist. I had. I don't have anymore. I have a different home, but I had other homes, other pets, legalized. Okay, legal animals. Um, Indirectly, yeah, we've had a horse, but anyway, we had turtles, tortoises, bird, legal birds that we could have. They were free birds in the house, no cage. Yeah, birds. Because big house, big yard, yeah, big space. Rabbit, chicken, dogs, cats, other animals like that, like a farm. Yeah. But nowadays, I just have dogs. I have dogs. Yeah, nowadays, just dogs. I love the animals. The only cat, not the only cat. I had more cats, but the other cat that I had passed away like a couple years ago, so we don't have that cat anymore. But yes, and other animals, other destinies and stuff like that. But yeah, other destinations. Sorry, but yeah. Um, Ramses, cough, cough. Yes. Humanoist, I do shadowing with your videos. Yes, you can do shadowing with my videos, other videos, music. Yeah, shadowing with music. Yeah, like singing along. It helps a lot with pronunciation, flow, and etc. L'épidémiologiste followed me. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Ah, welcome, welcome. Thank you for following me, mon ami. Yeah, very good. Uh, J'aime beaucoup parce que je peux l'aider les personnes. The more, the better, of course. Can you explain the difference? Apologize, sorry, and forgive. Oh my gosh. Yes, but I need. Uh, I'm gonna make a video actually. Let me save this because this live I'm talking about confidence in communication. But I'm going to save this here. And I hope you like, you share, and repost my video because I'm going to create a video about this, okay? 1 second. Create a video about the difference between apologize, sorry, and forgive. And forgive. Glamora asked during live. Maybe I tag you on that live, Glamora. But I'm gonna post you on that video. I'll post it for sure. Well, and probably one of the last things I want to share here is make sure another thing that can help with your practice is record yourself, yeah, and answer. I'm going to give you 3 questions here that you can record yourself talking about and it's good so you come back, yeah, analyze how you are speaking, and you can find ways to improve after that with feedback. Here, record yourself after, yeah, after you finish this live. So take notes, get the paper, pen, write it down. Question number one: what did you do today? What did you do today? Today I. Question number two: what am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? Write it down. Tomorrow I am. Answer the question. Yeah, record yourself. And question number three: what is something I want to achieve this year? What is something I want to achieve this year? Write it down. Write the question. Write the answer. Record the answer. I'm sorry. Maximum 1 minute. Don't talk for too long. No script, no Google Translate, no restarting 10 times. No, just speak naturally. See how you perform doing this, okay? And if you are watching this live now, thinking, Alan, this is exactly my problem. I understand English, but when I need to speak, I freeze. That's exactly the kind of communication I work on. And that's exactly the kind of communication I work on with my students. So go to my, it could be in the live here perhaps, but I prefer you go to the private messaging here, but you can send here in the live. Confidence. Yeah, send me confidence on TikTok. On one of my posts, you can go to one of my posts or the private message wherever you want on TikTok. Send me the message, confidence, or even my Instagram. You can go back to my Instagram, Alan Bites. You can follow me there on Instagram too. I post some stories there, some other interesting stuff there that's not posted here. So comment confidence and tell me what happens when you try to speak English. Let me understand what happens to you in your process of learning English. I'll ask you, yeah, when you talk to me there, I'll ask you a couple of questions and I'll see what you exactly, what is actually that you actually need. Because again, this is not for everybody. This is only for people who are serious about improving their English. So if you are serious about it, get in touch with me, send me that message. Yeah, and I can definitely be of great help with you. Get in touch with me. Neymar the King is here. Neymar, we should play soccer someday, and I should help everybody around you speak English. Before you leave, before you go, remember this. You don't become confident and then start speaking. You speak, you survive the mistakes, you realize you can communicate, and that's how confidence is built. Thanks for joining me. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and stop waiting for your English to feel perfect before you use it. Stop waiting, use it. Your English will only be perfect when you start using it. Yeah, there's no way your English will be perfect if you do not use it. So keep practicing. When I come back, when I come back in another live in the future, when I go live again, make sure you come, make sure you participate, make sure you talk, yeah, make sure we you write answers, make sure you write questions. I will answer your questions. I will interact with you. We will talk about it together. Yeah, and I will definitely be able to help you improve, yeah, break all this fear that you have with English. Because honestly, you don't need to be afraid of speaking English. Yeah. You just need to speak English. Yeah, just talk it. Yeah, don't be afraid. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One second. And thanks for everybody who is joining my live now. Glamora. My dream is to speak as you. Yes, Lamora. One thing that I say is don't you worry. You don't need to speak English like me. You just need to speak English. If you want to speak English like me, you will be very frustrated. Yeah, so don't worry about speaking English like another person. Just worrying about speaking a better English. And what is a better English? It's an English that people can understand when you speak with them. And it's the English that if people talk to you, you will be able to understand what they're telling you. And um, you'll be able to answer quickly and keep the conversation going. When I say answer quickly, I'm not talking about speed. I'm not talking about speaking fast. I'm talking about speaking, just talking, flowing. This is fluency, being able to deliver the message and to understand the message so you can make sure that the conversation continues. Yeah, the conversation keeps going. Yeah, so don't worry about speaking like me, worry about speaking better each and every day. Yeah. And uh well, that's it. And the answer to Ramses, are you there? Euanoist. Euanoist, I can understand everything you can say, but I can't speak the same way. Yes. So it's the same answer, Euanoist, that I'm giving to Glamora. Yeah. It's okay, you understand. It's something that we were talking about before. What's more difficult, speaking or listening? You can't speak the same way because you don't have the right people to whom you can talk that it can help you improve how you speak. So the only way you can speak better, yeah, the only way you can speak better is by Ramses. Please stay here 1 second. I need to talk to you. Excuse me. Is by having the right practice, the right direction, the right people with whom you can speak English to help you improve how you communicate in English. Ramses, can you hear me? So, yes, you don't need to speak the same way as me, okay? You just need to speak better every day. Yep. And before I go, the answer for you is yes, the flag that you have shared with me is the flag of the transgender pride flag. Yeah. So definitely, yeah, it's about the transgender community. It's not about, yeah, it's not about a country. You were right. Yeah. So yes, I answered the question. I got it. Yes, for sure. I love learning new things. Yeah, I love learning. I like to research things and talk to people and understand their realities. Yeah, the things that they have or they share or they have learned that I haven't. Yeah, because I like to open my mind to that. Well, you know English. English. Sorry. Portuguese, Sergio. Yeah, man. I know English. Je parle un peu français. Falo português. Hablo español. Yeah. Washu ala. Sheshe. Yeah. Kafalik. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. I speak kind of. Yeah. A lot of languages. Yeah. I can adapt to, man. Nice. You are nice. Ramses. Thanks. Appreciate. Sergio, nice. Like the live. And again, I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate all you guys being here. Come on, I have been here for, oh yeah, 1 hour, more than 1 hour and a half, 1.5 hour here. Yes, let me go. I have a lot of things to do today. I appreciate so much you guys being here. I will come back for other lives, but make sure you follow my content. I'm gonna post a new video now. I'm gonna finish here. I'm gonna post a new video. I'm gonna make sure my team is posting. Yeah, but I'm gonna be posting a new video here. And sure, stay here, stay with me. Made shiki shiki. My opinion, what's the best exercise for intermediate English? The best exercise for intermediate English, as I'm finishing this live here, shiki shiki, is to be part of my community so you understand how you can communicate English with more confidence, with better direction, for better presentations, better confidence and presence in meetings, and how to communicate in a more fluid way with my program on real life communication English. I know you just got here, but I'm here for more than almost 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I gotta go now. I appreciate you being here. Please follow me. I will come back with other lives and we can talk more about it. And get in touch with me. Perhaps, yeah, being in the level that you are claiming you are, I can definitely put you in a program that could be very interesting for you to improve your level of intermediate English and even advanced English. I have a lot of advanced students, intermediate students who always have something to improve. Ramsey, bye. Have a nice day. It was nice to come across with you. Yeah, yes, it was nice to come across with you too. It was nice to be with all of you here. Yes, love, support, and I'll see you guys. Yeah, next time. Thank you. Appreciate. Have a nice weekend. Take it easy.